Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to a brand new episode of Extraordinary Talks. Today, I am so excited to be back with you guys because I have a guest that I've been waiting to talk to for the longest time. And honestly, we've been planning this for a few days now, and it's finally happening. So I hope that you guys are excited as well. Of course, judging by the title of the video, you know that today we have Miss Paula Ortega in the house. It's going to be a fun interview, it's going to be joyful. And I hope that you guys have your questions and ready to interact with us as we go during the interview. Of course, you know that Paula this year is representing Albay during Miss World Philippines. She's a beautiful girl. She's very smart. She has a very interesting background, and we will be getting to get to know her much better all throughout this interview. Of course, let's remember that if you want to support. The podcast. If you want to support Paula as well by spreading the message about her journey, don't forget to share the video, like, comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. So let's get to know this very beautiful and interesting nurse for this year's edition of Miss World Philippines. I will see you with Paula right after the intro. Okay, everyone. All right, we have our special guest here in the house. How are you doing, Paula?
Hi everyone! Hello, hola!
I'm
I
so
did not
happy to
expect to
have you
start. I was like,
here.
waiting. Like, okay. Thank you. Same,
Surprise.
really, same, Luis. I am very happy to be here in
Oh,
international pageant blogger, and thank you
international.
so much for having me.
Well, you're here just
Yes,
as
you
if you were
are, of
at home.
course.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
But still, it's
Well,
international. Thank you.
oh, you heard it from Paula, guys. Sana all. Well,
Sana all. I was so kilig kanina when you were introducing me. I was like, oh my God. I wish my
yes, of
boyfriend would
course.
talk to me like that.
Oh, deserved, honestly. I'm truly happy to have you here. I know that I've been
Thank
planning
you.
this for a while, and Salvatore as well. Like, yeah, he helps me a lot with the interviews, and
Mm,
we've been really trying to make this happen. So having you here is definitely a dream come true for us.
thank you, guys. Thank you.
Of course. So before we get into the interview or anything like that, I just wanted to ask you, Paula, for those of you who might be seeing you for the first time or being introduced to you at this particular moment, how would you introduce yourself in a few words, just for them to know like the key elements about you?
So, my name is Paula Madarieta Ortega, 27, representing the hometown of my mother and home of my young volcano, Albay. I'm a med lab technician and a nurse, where I studied in Universitat de Barcelona because I was raised in Barcelona. But no worries, I am 100% Filipina because my mom is Bicolana, my dad is Ilocano, and I will always showcase how proud of a Filipina I am.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that. You have such a beautiful background. And I mean, look at the result, of
I
course.
know. Thank you.
Perfect. So I would like to say, first of all, well, we're really excited to see that you're back to pageantry, giving it another shot this year at Miss World Philippines. But I would like
Mhm.
to ask you precisely, what was your first impression, your reaction when you saw how people were excited to see you come back? How did that feel?
Actually, first of all, I was overwhelmed and very flattered that everyone was cheering for me because after what my previous pageant, I had to take a break.
Mhm.
I was not doing okay. Joining pageants is a real struggle, guys. Like you cannot even imagine. You go through a lot of hardship and work, and during the pandemic, it's a plus. Like it was so hard. So I had to take a break, and everyone was asking about me, and they really thought that I would stay in Spain forever. So the fact that I came back, I think everyone was very surprised in a pleasant way, and I'm happy that I brought joy in a way. And again, I'm so overwhelmed that everyone's cheering for me, and also I am very that makes me very motivated to do my very best in this year's pageant.
Yes, absolutely. I think that it definitely must be like a good sensation to see that not only you're trying really hard to make everyone proud, but also that they see it and that they feel it, you know. Um, I
Definitely.
was
It's
watching
like
the
your hard work is paying off.
Yes, exactly. I was actually
Mm-mm.
watching some of your videos and the photos, and I always see people in the comments like rooting for you so badly. So I'm like, yes, she's getting the recognition that she deserves.
Oh, thank you, Luis. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's really I cannot even explain it words. Even up to now, like people praise me, like you're so beautiful. I still do not get used to it. I think I will never get used to it. It's I get even red sometimes because it's such a wonderful feeling. I wish everyone could feel like that, like I'm feeling right now.
Yes, absolutely. I can only imagine. All right. Before we proceed, I just want to say hello to everyone who has tuned in to watch us doing this interview live. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support and staying with us. Um, if you guys have any questions for Paula, please keep them, and I will ask her some of your questions towards the end of the interview to make this a little interactive. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about your pageant journey, Paula. You actually started back in 2017, but this was more of a model competition, if I'm not mistaken,
Correct,
right? Okay.
correct.
What can you tell me about that experience? And then what made you want to go into pageantry?
So it all started after my sister joining Miss World Philippines. I really
Nice.
got inspired, and she basically gave me an avenue on who to meet, who to greet, and basically how to work with myself to do pageants. And it all started actually in Albay, in my the province I'm representing. There's also regional pageants, and it was Miss Bicolandia 2017. And all my family were encouraging me to join one after Abby doing so well in Miss World Philippines. So I said, okay, let's do it, and I fell in love with it. I had so much fun because you get to meet a lot of people. I'm a social butterfly and I get to meet a lot of people, and it's Filipino people, and made me realize how much of a Filipina I am. I realized like there are little things like even music taste, our food, our relationship with our family. I realized those unique things I have that I thought it was only me. It's because I am Filipina, and being able to join a beauty pageant, it's also about empowering other people. So I learned about people's advocacies, how they are really working hard to work to strive in their even small, I we call it here barangays. It made me so inspired. And in that pageant, I ended up first runner up, parang second
Wow.
place. So I was like, not bad for a newbie,
Mhm.
diba? So after that, it gave me a lot of exposure, and they asked me if I wanted to join Best Global Model of the Year 2017, which is held in Azores, since I was still living in Spain. So Portugal is really nearby me, and obviously I was more than honored already representing the Philippines after one pageant. Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And yeah, I'm always a game for anything. And it was a model competition at the end of the day. So it's not what I aimed for, but again, it was an international pageant. So got to meet a lot of people from South Africa, Italy, from China. Like there were so many people all around the world. It was so fun. And being able to vote together, to travel together, I really love that. Getting to bond with people from all around the world, and again, representing the Philippines. I had to wear a beautiful natkos, and it was so fun. And I hope to do that again soon.
Manifesting it for you, putting it into the universe or the world rather.
Yeah. Yes.
Perfect. Well, you know, sometimes things are just meant to happen. As you said, like you joined for the very first time, and you know, being your first pageant,
Mm,
you were able to represent the Philippines internationally.
yeah.
So, you know, this is just a
I was so
comeback.
honored.
This is like, you know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I hope so. I really
Now,
hope so.
so let me ask you a little bit about your experience during Miss Universe Philippines 2020.
Sure.
As you said, I mean, something that I've come to understand at this point after following pageants for a while and like interviewing so many girls is that the audience doesn't always get to see everything that is happening behind the scenes, and especially some of the struggles behind the pageant, right? As you said, like it might affect you You might feel down after the competition. However, you still did very, very well. You placed within the top 16, so already that's an accomplishment. And
Definitely.
can you tell us some of the highlights of that competition and maybe whatever you feel comfortable sharing about some of the struggles that you have to face, just so that the audience
Definitely.
knows what goes on behind the scenes, right?
So my story with Miss Universe Philippines, first of all, I sent my thesis. I really remember January 24, and in January 27, I was in the Philippines. Like, imagine how tight was it.
Oh
And
my
the
God.
screening, no, the submission of paper was January 28th. Like, I had to get a clothes ASAP, fix my hair, fix everything in just one day. Like, it was very hectic, but I think pageants are all about that. And
Yeah.
after that, it was nonstop. Let's do screening. Let's do press presentation. Let's do for this event, that event. And we were doing so many stuff, and then suddenly stop, pandemic.
Oh,
So it was such a letdown because there were so many expectations, so many events to look after. Our trip, we were planning to travel a lot actually that year, and then suddenly we were stuck at home. So imagine how that mentally feels. It
yeah.
was really struggling for me. But thankfully, God, I'm living with my sister, so she really supported me. And my parents, even though they were far away, they would video call with me, and I was able to keep up because a lot of girls had to withdraw after that. What happened because economically they couldn't handle it. And as for me, I was so lucky to find a job during that time, and that was the other part of the pageant. So around January, June, I started working with the pageant. It's so hard, guys. Yeah, you cannot even imagine like to combine both things. It's really hard. And then when the pageant happened, it happened so fast. And when I realized it was like, ah, that's it. After 10 months working hard, that's it.
It just got
So
by in a second.
mm, that's really but that month in Baguio passed like so quickly. Though I have to say I had so much fun. Baguio was so fun. Miss Universe, kudos to them. They did such an awesome job, even during the pandemic, to ensure that everyone was safe and having fun in a safe place. And but it was that it was only like 2 weeks long to be really with everyone,
Yeah,
so that's something I really missed that year, and I am really experiencing that this year right now. I'm really getting to bond with a lot of people, which I absolutely adore.
absolutely. Because when you think about it, 2020 was such an interesting edition of Miss Universe because it was the first year of them being an independent organization. You had the
Correct.
pandemic, you had like everything going on. It was also your first national pageant when it comes to,
True. Yeah.
competition wise. So, like all of the challenges came together, but you did amazing.
Definitely.
That's
It
why
was
people are excited for
God
you to
is
talk.
really challenging me. Like God take the wheel because I cannot.
Jesús, por favor.
It's not nobody amas. But yeah,
Oh my
it was
God.
it was definitely a
I love
challenge.
that.
But really,
Mhm.
thanks to that, it gave me such a the biggest background on me, like parang the biggest experience that now I'm carrying with me. And I try to teach not only myself but all my sisters in the pageant. I have seen them struggle already. Like it's hectic. Like I promise, it's really hectic our schedules. Like aside from the events, we have to do so many things in the back: photo shoots, video shoots,
Mhm.
meeting with people, courtesy calls, and then our BWAP, and it's really overwhelming. So some of the girls came to me and cried like this is so hard, but I
Yes.
tried to calm them down and like girls, like I know it's hard job, but you have been doing so well. You have done the press presentation, you have done the sports competition, and you have held at it so well. So let's keep doing it because you can do it. I believe in you guys. I always try to cheer my sisters up because it's about experience, and at the end of the day I'm sure they're going to cherish every moment that we're experiencing, and I want to make assure that they're really loving every event.
Yes, of course. I love that about you because honestly,
Mhm.
I feel like sometimes the girls go through so many different challenges and struggles. As you said, it's very time consuming. And you mentioned a
Mhm.
very lengthy list, and that's not even considering
Oh,
like all of the training that goes in the background, like all of the
true.
preparation, all of the
Definitely.
finances that go as well. Like
Mhm.
it's a lot to
Mhm.
be in a pageant. So sending all
Definitely.
our love and support to the queens out there who give so much to,
Yes.
for the community and to make us love you and appreciate everything that you do. So,
Thank you.
yes. Paula, I'm actually a very visual person. So, some of the things that you were mentioning are perfect because it brings me to my next question. So, I will show you a
Oh,
photo and I want you to
okay.
give me your first impression. Tell me what is your opinion of the before and after. Okay?
Okay. I'm scared. Sige, Sarah.
All right. Here we go. So, when you
Oh
look at
God.
yourself 2 years ago during Miss Universe Philippines and looking at yourself right now, 2022 Miss World Philippines, how have you evolved? How have you changed as a person?
That's a very good comparison picture. In many ways, not only physically, as you can see, derecho lang. Like I really worked out this year, and I am still working out my body, and I am so proud of it right now. I'm in the fittest I've ever been, and it's even getting better. But mostly mentally, I am very grounded this year. As you can see that year, um, wait. So in Baguio, I was so consumed by all the events that were happening around me, not only of the pageant, but my life and work. So mentally, I wasn't strong enough anymore. And I really doubted myself that time. I really thought I was not going to push through anymore. Like I saw, because they were very good candidates that year. They're very exemplar, unique, beautiful people. And I really thought, banana, that's it. I'm just going to enjoy the trip, whatever's left. So when I was called semi-finalist, I cried. I did not believe it anymore because I doubted myself so much. I did not believe I could get into that. And that is one thing I kind of regret. I wish I was more mentally strong. I wish I talked with my family more in that time to really like to breathe out everything that is happening and get back to me. Because if I was more stronger, maybe I would have performed even better that year. That is something that's like sayang moment, as we can say. Like, I really wish I did. So
Yeah.
mentally this year, right now, I'm definitely more grounded, more strong-willed, more connected to my family and roots, and also be willing to share it with other people. I'm more than happy to share that strength, that empowerment, because at the end of the year, at the end of the day, it's about empowering our sisters, and I really want to do that this year. I want to empower myself by empowering other people.
Yes, I love that. I think that that's such a huge part of like the entire being a beauty queen message, it's like it's empowerment. So it's not always about being perfect and being the best at everything that you do because what message does that send to the world, right? But when you are able
Exactly.
to be vulnerable and show growth
Mhm.
and show that although you didn't like meet perhaps your expectations the first time, you can try again and you can grow and you can become a
Mhm.
better version of yourself and come back even stronger. So
Mhm. It's
I love
stronger.
that.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, that was a huge experience for Miss Universe Philippines and very challenging, as you said. What made you
Hmm.
want to come back to Miss World Philippines precisely? Because we know that Miss World is a very complex pageant in the sense that there are a lot of things that they take into consideration, a lot of different
Hmm.
categories and presentations that you have to go through. So I
Hmm.
think that if Miss Universe Philippines was hard, Miss World Philippines must be even more difficult. So why this one? So why this pageant in particular?
In particular, I
Yeah.
wanted to. First of all, I've always wanted to join an international pageant. I've always want to. It's my dream to have the sash of the Philippines in my heart. It's really my dream, and hopefully an international crown. So after Miss Universe, as I said, I took a break and really tried to connect on myself, like what I want to do, what do I want to say, what do I have to share to the world, diba? And I realized that my path might be not the universe, but the world rather. And after what Tracy did this year for Miss World, I got so inspired. Like she did so well in Miss World. And because she talked so well about her advocacy. And I think Miss World has the perfect venue to do that, to really talk about our things that really matter to us, to bring awareness on things that they should be talked about. And the
Yes,
fact that they we do activities such as the head-to-head challenge, I think it's such an empowering activity to get to know each other, to get to discuss important things. I really got inspired by that, and I really want to achieve that. That is why I'm joining Miss World Philippines, because I want to be in Miss World talking about these serious topics internationally. I think such a it would be such a gift and privilege to do that.
of course. Oh my God. You're saying all of that, and now I'm just getting chills over here.
So,
You're right. You're right. Tracy did such an amazing job. And when I think about Tracy, like people always talk about how smart she is and her Beauty with a Purpose project, but I also think about her journey and her evolution. And I always go back to the crowning night, to the coronation night of Miss World Philippines, when she
mhm.
fell twice, and like
Oh
going
my
from
God,
that
poor
moment,
thing.
people were like talking about that like so much, but then like she was able to rise from that like as a
Oh,
phoenix.
definitely.
Oh my God, she was
I think she
amazing.
felt really embothered, and actually, it might be on turned good on her side because people would talk about her. Like
Yes.
people who didn't know about pageants, about Miss World, they were like, "Who's this girl who fell so many times?" And they
Yes.
see she rising up to this great advocacy she has, and how she's trying to empower other people. I'm sure she gave that her she gave sorry she gave so much views for her like that
Yes,
event. So mm-mm,
exactly, exactly. It brought a lot of visibility and also showcase, as we said, like a little bit of that vulnerable side and that it's hard.
mm-mm,
Like they were standing there for like hours, so it's literally hard being a beauty
exactly.
queen.
And they told us already, the organization, it's not gonna be 6 hours this time. That's it. So thank God.
We love that. All right, Paula. And talking about the performance, of course, was for Miss World Philippines. Tell me, do you have a strategy for yourself this year in terms of preparation, training, what you would like to present, or are you just going with the flow in order when it comes to your performance?
I do a bit of both. I do train a more strong Paula, a more confident Paula, a bit of sexy Paula too, because that's really me.
Yes.
And when I get to perform that day, I don't think about those stuff. I just think, let's have fun. Let's do my best. Let's do whatever it comes, may it be. And I think it really showcases that I'm really having fun when I perform because if you have fun, people have fun too, diba?
Absolutely. I agree with you. Now, I wanted to share a moment during the interview, and I wanted us to talk about it a little bit. Just gonna pull up the video real quick. This is
Sure.
very recent. Everyone was talking about it, so we're just gonna watch together and talk a lot about,
Okay.
and talk about it.
Sure. I mean,
And at
Okay.
number 21, Paula is a nurse and medlab technician. She loves children. That is why she wants to promote safe places for children with special needs.
All right.
oh God. Now that I really get to watch it, it's really funny how the voiceover is like, she's a med lab technician and nurse, and she wants to give safety for children with special needs. And I'm like, special needs, where are they?
It's really
Oh
perfectly
God.
timed. I love that. Well, I would just like to say you looked so incredible. That was hands down one of my favorite performances of the night. And I did like a live reaction for it. And as soon as you came out, I was like, Paula, yes! Oh my God.
Really? I did
That
not get
was
to
so
see it. I've
good.
been so busy, but I definitely will watch it.
Yes, of
To be
course.
honest, that day, so we were training in the morning and it was so sunny. Like we did not expect that type of rain that night. Like it was so crazy. And the first portion, it was with our resorts wear. And I was so concerned, mostly with the dress, because obviously it's not ours, it's given to us. So I was like worried, like, oh my God, I'm gonna dry that. I'm gonna stain it. I'm gonna put it very dirty. And I was so concerned. But I tried to give my best when I was walking. So when it was swimsuit, it was like Para na, I'm wet already. Let's just do it. Let's just get out of the swimming pool. Parang ganun. And just again, like I said to you kanina, I want to have fun, guys. So
Yeah.
that's what I did right there. I just went with the wet look, and I think I did a great job there.
And that was such a highlight of the night, honestly. As you
Thank
said, you want to have
you.
fun, but we want you to have fun. And I think that it shows when you are,
Exactly.
enjoying the moment
Mm-hmm.
in the performance.
Mm-hmm.
May I ask you, how difficult was it, like, walking on the runway with the rain? What was it that they put on the runway? Was it something so the girls didn't slip?
There were towels. They put towels so it wasn't that slippery.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, it was
Oh my
really last
God.
minute. It was soaking wet everything. I think the biggest struggle really was the makeup because we were wearing false eyelashes, and though I would and it would get all filled up with water. So it was
Oh
like
my
it got to
God.
a moment where but when you go out there, like you cannot do that. So you just walk with your
Exactly.
eyes all watery and try to not fall, basically.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
yeah. But I again, it was again having fun with the wet look. I actually really like the hair in the back, so I enjoyed
Yes.
really that moment.
I think that precisely like people were talking about like the walk, like it's hard to walk, when there's water, when there's rain. But then there's also the makeup, there's also the hair, there's also everything. Oh my God. Props to you, to the
Mm,
girls, to the organization. Everyone did such an
definitely.
incredible job.
Actually, there was a moment that number 26, Aliana, came into the tent after doing her um resorts wear, and she said, I cannot open my eyes, my makeup, it's really bothering me, and I didn't have anything, so I just got the bottom of my swimsuit. I wasn't wearing it yet, and I was trying to wait dry her up eyes, so I was using my panty basically to dry her eyes. And actually it has a stain from the makeup still.
Oh no.
It was
Well,
a
this is
struggle,
precisely like
like
the type of
really.
memories that you will keep like even long after the pageant. So I love
Ay,
that you're
Diyos
enjoying
ko.
yourself so much. So, in terms of the rest of the competition, of course, you got
Mhm,
to showcase your sexy side, your beautiful body now with the presentation, and there have been other activities as well so far for Miss World Philippines.
mhm,
But what else can we expect from you? Of course, without disclosing anything, that you're keeping as a surprise for the competition,
mhm.
in terms of perhaps Q&A, in terms of perhaps like gowns. When it comes to, do you have like inspirations or anything? But of course, without sharing too much.
Okay, so really my take, again, is to be more confident, to showcase that I am confident enough to represent the Philippines internationally. I'm trying to give my very best in every event that I am doing. Actually, I almost was a finalist for the sports event. I'm so like, damn, I was the sixth place. So almost there. Anyway, so in the terms of gowns, I'm working with Nat Manila. He's a very renowned designer here in the
Wow.
Philippines. And we really are working together to do a gown that I am very comfortable with. And still there's the sexiness there and really a lot of glam. I am very, very much excited to show it to you guys. Like our top model gown is so beautiful. I'll just have to say that my designer really got inspired. The theme of this year, Miss World Philippines, they wanted to make old Hollywood style. So
Oh.
for the top model competition, we will go with that. I just leave it like that.
Oh my God. I'm excited.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
gonna be great. I can't wait. Now, in
Thank
terms
you.
of, because we know that, of course, the competition has a very technical side, right? You have to prepare trainings and all of that. But then there's also an aspect of like mental health, of taking care of yourself. I think that, as you were mentioning earlier, like it was a rough during Miss Universe Philippines. So now that you're coming back and you know what it's like, how are you protecting yourself? Who are you surrounding yourself with?
With the people that love me. The people who loves you will love you no matter what is happening to you, and they will remind you who you are and what are you aiming for. And that is what I am really trying to do. I am really doing my activities with my sister support, my family support, even my moms and my dad. Even they're so far away, and I feel them right next to me right now. Like I'm sure they're
Oh,
tech and commenting all everything I'm doing. They always make sure to showcase the love that they have for me, and with that, that really gives me the ground and the purpose to to perform my very best every day.
Oh, I love that. I think that that's precisely, the key to success right there, just having a strong support system. And it's funny that you
Definitely,
mentioned
without
that
a
they might,
doubt.
be watching you or like just right behind you because
Oh,
actually we
definitely.
have a
I
surprise for
cannot.
you.
Okay. Oh my God, you're with full of surprises today.
Paula,
Of
who's
course.
this? Your
Hola.
ate, your tata. Did you miss me? I'm just saying this because I was helping her this morning at home, and probably right now we're at the same place. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm so proud of you, and I want to tell all the viewers watching tonight that thank you so much for supporting Paula. It's her second national pageant. She has also joined several local pageants in Bicol, and I think it's time, and she's so ready to get that crown. So, good luck,
Hola
Paula.
Paula, how are you? I hope you're okay. We miss you so much. We love you so much. Enjoy yourself, okay? Go Paula, go, go, go. Love you.
Oh.
Oh my God, you pulled that card on me. I'm gonna cry. Oh, I miss my cat
Oh.
so much.
Honestly, I mean, fully transparent, we really wanted to make it special for you, the interview, and we were really trying to come up with ways to, how can we make her feel, loved and supported and just uplift her? And this was actually Salvatore's idea. He was like, I'm gonna get videos with the family and everyone send her well wishes. So thank you, Salvatore, for
Thank
making it
you.
happen. But
Thank you,
looking at
Salvatore.
your
Thank you,
family,
Daddy
Paula,
Yapi.
yes, of course. We're super, super excited to make this one special for you. So thinking of your family and everything that they have done for you during the competition, before, during, and even after, right? Um, what is it that you want them to know? What is the message that you want them to take away from your performance?
For my family or the whole world that is watching?
For your family, precisely.
For my family, I want them to know that I am happy, I am safe, I am very much ready to do this, and I think they know that, even though, and mostly to know, let them know that I am healthy. They are so worried that I am doing well, that I am doing well mentally and physically. So I want them to know that I am very much doing great, and I'm in a great place mentally right now.
Yes, of course. We love that. And also, one of the things, one of the benefits of being a guest on my interview channel is that it comes with a lifelong membership of protection against haters. So I'll be like a
Oh,
warrior in the comments for you,
thank
with just
you.
your.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, we need that. We should avail all beauty queens with that.
Yes, me and Salvatore will be rooting for you all the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Of
Liz.
course, you deserve it. So, because your sister had some experience herself, right? Did she give you any particular tips going into the competition since she went through that experience already herself?
Okay, so basically, she has been my number one mentor in everything in pageant wise. But one of her techniques, fun enough, when she walks, she's really, how can I say, she's really a performer. And when
Mhm.
she walks, she tries to teach me that too. In a way, like for example, we're walking for the gown. I struggle a bit with the gown, and she says like, you have to think that you're a Disney princess. Parang,
Mhm.
ah, she would be like me to that. Like you have to do that. Ah, it's hilarious, really. And I actually kind of do that. Like, for example, at swimsuit, I am like, I think I'm the Coca-Cola of the year. I can do this all day long. And that's how I walk. That is really my trick, guys.
Lord, hi Jesus.
Mm.
I love that. But well, I guess that's really why you're having so much fun on stage right now. We can tell. So
I am just performing and really having fun up there.
your sister is the pageant coach that we all deserve. The best.
We do. We do. We do.
Perfect. Now, let's talk a little bit about one of the most important aspects of particularly competing in Miss World Philippines, and that is, of course, your advocacy. So, what can you tell us
Mm.
about your platform? What are your hopes to do with this particular stage and platform that you're given right now?
So, as a nurse, I've worked in a mental institution and in a psychiatric pediatric ward before. And me myself have struggled also mentally. So I'm really much connected to mental health. I really want to promote mental health and mostly safe places for children with special needs. I have seen people who struggle not only because of their condition, but because how society stigmatizes them, how people put them tax, even feel harass them just because they have a condition, and no one deserves that, like literally no one. And I want to give these people a place to feel safe, to feel empowered, and give them the tools to be part of society, because I believe everyone deserves that, to have an opportunity to grow. And I hopefully with Miss World I'll be able to do that. I am actually working with a foundation that works with children with special needs, but because of the pandemic, they had to close their school down and they're doing everything via Zoom. But they're really aiming to do a building here in actually in Alabang to promote again these safe places for these children, because they really deserve that.
Absolutely. That's such an important advocacy and such an important message to put out there as well. Because as you said, I feel like even up to this day, there's a lot of stigma, there's a lot of limitations in terms of access to
You cannot
resources
even
and just making sure that
imagine.
they get the attention
Exactly.
that they
There's
need, right?
so exactly also that thing. There's such a lack of resources, not only for these children, for the parents too. They are so scared even to see that society is not supporting them, that they have to handle everything by themselves. And they're not unhappy to have a children with special needs. It's really how they're lacking that support. And I want to give that to them too.
Of course, of course.
Mm-mm.
I wanted to ask you, so in collaboration with the Miss World Philippines organization, if you were to get one of the titles, right? What is your plan in order, like in terms of using that platform to push forward your advocacy?
I would start definitely by, first of all, giving awareness. I would love to travel around all the Philippines to talk about these important matters, maybe in schools, maybe in hospitals,
Mm.
even in little communities, to talk about children with special needs, that they are there, they're part of society, and we should welcome them and give them a place to be, and make them feel welcome, because they deserve to be there. Aside from that, I would start working with the building that we want to do, the little safe place slash school for them. And hopefully we can aim to have that very soon.
Oh, I love that. So you're not only doing the actual like awareness and going to places work, but you're also coming up with a space where they can
Yeah,
go and
place. Yeah,
oh, I love
we
that.
were talking about it. Like we have actually building already. It's just to transform it to a safe place for them, like an actual school.
I love that. And let me ask you, this is so important. I love what you're doing. If like the people watching us right now, or even the ones who will watch the interview after the live stream has ended, if they want to help, if they want to get involved, what are the best ways
Mhm.
for people to assist and do their part as well?
First of all, it's about education, about reading information about these conditions, because they are there and it's really rampant right now, guys. Like mental health is there, and we should know about these conditions, whether it's Down syndrome, autism, any kind of condition. We should know a little bit about it. I'm not telling you to be a doctor about it, but just be aware and make them feel welcome. So whenever you see a child with that type of condition, do not feel afraid, do not feel scared. They're just children trying to play with your children, and they just want to enjoy.
Yes.
So make them feel welcome and safe. And also, yeah, basically really about having that knowledge, and that really helps a lot already, and making sure that that knowledge is given to other people too.
Yes, I love that. You put it in such like a simple way that it's accessible for everyone because, as you said, it's not about being a doctor or knowing everything, but it's just about removing the stigma and just make them feel like okay, it's fine, guys. They're just children like any other children. They're
Exactly.
normal children. They
Exactly.
want to play, they want to feel loved, they want to have their needs met, you know. So I guess that's
Exactly.
really what it's all
And
about.
we everyone deserves that.
Of course, it's a basic human right. I love that.
Thank you, Luis. We
Yes,
couldn't even say it better.
yes, exactly. That's it. It all boils down to that. So whatever I can do with my platform to help you to spread your message, you know,
Oh,
if you have like
oh, thank you so
information
much,
that you want to
Luis.
spread, send it my way.
I will. I definitely will.
Okay, perfect. Now, of course, talking a little bit more, and before we go into this section of the interview, I just want to put it out there for our viewers. If you guys have any questions for Paula, please go ahead and send them now in the chat. I will be picking maybe 2, 3 questions that I will ask her, because we're heading towards the last part of the interview.
I don't want to win. I'm
No, me
having so
neither,
much
right? I want to stay
fun.
here forever. So, may I ask you, Paula, when you think of Miss World Philippines and all of the crowns that are at stake, right? So, do you have a title in particular that you are really trying to go for, or
Oh, definitely. I aim high. I aim for the best. It's Miss World Philippines. I would love to go to Miss World. Again, what I said kanina, I think they are a great platform to talk about things that really matter to us, to be able to connect with different countries, to talk about things that can affect us also. Because yes, it might be in a country, but for example, the war with Ukraine and Russia is affecting us
Mm,
too. There's so many events that can affect globally, and we should really talk about to have a active conversation about this stuff because it's about giving awareness to really teach other people and to really empower them.
of course, absolutely. I think that,
Mhm.
as you said, like most people who join Miss World Philippines are aiming for the crown of Miss World, absolutely, because that's like the main
Yeah,
crown in the title
of course.
in the pageant. But when it
Mhm.
comes to other titles as well, I mean, first of all, you definitely have what it takes for Miss World. You have the beauty, you have the personality, you have the purpose, you have it all. So, girl, don't
Oh,
ever hesitate for a second to go for your dreams, right?
thank you so
Um,
much.
well, one of the conversations that is being had by the fandom is that a lot of people want you to go to Reina Hispanoamericana based on your Spanish skills. So how do you feel about that?
I obviously super flattered. I am very flattered that people also tag me for Reina Hispanoamericano and Americana. And I honestly would love that. I would love also to wear Filipinas in my heart and being able to go to Bolivia and meet all the Latina countries. Like I actually have friends from Argentina, from Colombia, from Ecuador, Venezuela, and I really love hanging out with them. I actually got mistaken many times by Colombian people. They would come to me, would be like, "Oh, tú eres de mi sitio, mi amor. Tú eres colombiana." Y yo, I'm sorry, no, I am not Colombian. and and yeah, I would love to go to Bolivia again. It, there, I think in Reina Hispanoamericana, they're a very empowered woman, and in a
Yes,
different way. I don't know how to say it in a Latina way, and I
yes,
would love to be part of it too. And again, I would be more than honored to be in Reina Hispanoamericana too.
yes, absolutely. And you know, you have one of the like I feel like your essence, you know, really blends very well with any of the titles that Miss World Philippines has. Sometimes you see a girl and you're like, okay, she is like Miss Eco International or like she is Miss World
Mhm.
Material, but you have that essence that you go well like anywhere, like you can do it all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very flattered at you saying that. Thank you.
For sure. Now I'm gonna put you on the spot very quickly, and I'm just gonna ask you
Oh,
because if I don't do this, the viewers will kill me. Literally, they will come in like you will see it in
okay,
the
what is
news
it?
tomorrow. They want me to ask you to speak Spanish so that people can see how you speak Spanish, how good you are.
Vale.
So I was wondering if you can give us a little statement. Si por favor nos puedes decir algo en español, quizás un mensaje para las personas que nos están viendo o para la comunidad internacional que también te está apoyando y que te siguen de muy cerca.
Ay, voy a decir que me encanta tu acento, es que me encantan los
Ah,
acentos, es tuyo es
gracias.
precioso. Pues primero de todo, hola a todo el mundo, hi everyone, o buen día to Tom. Me llamo Paula Ortega Madarieta, Paula Madarieta Ortega, perdón. Tengo 27 años y estoy representando al Albay en Miss World Philippines. Tengo muchas ganas de tener la oportunidad de representar Filipinas internacionalmente y espero que me apoyéis en cualquiera de mis aventuras que haga y espero llegar a todo el mundo. Muchas gracias a todos. ¡Mua!
Sí, perfecto. Y un mensaje para la comunidad internacional, e incluso para los filipinos que nos están mirando, que entienden español. Paula es una mujer
Ujú,
hermosa, cariñosa, con mucha personalidad, mucho carisma, y no
ya.
importa qué corona, qué título le toque, ella va a brillar a donde vaya. So, te estamos
Ay,
apoyando.
gracias, Luis.
Sí, te lo mereces, preciosa.
Gracias, Luis. Eres un amor, de verdad.
Un placer. Okay, so now I'm gonna take some of the questions from the audience so that they are happy, everything, we get the interaction with them as well. So let me go through some of the questions. If you're still watching, guys, please send the questions. I will pick some of them. Everything is not lost yet. Okay, so um, mm, 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 mm. Okay, so I have here a very important question. Okay, so this is actually coming from my friend Lane. Hello, Lane. Hi, Boo.
Hey,
So she is asking us, do you agree that women sacrifice more than a man and why? So sometimes we talk about, like how the expectations when it comes to women and like everything that they have to sacrifice or give up in order to get to the same place as a man sometimes, or how difficult it is for them in the society. What is your take
mhm.
on that? What do you think about that?
Well, I definitely agree that women do sacrifice more than men because women have been stigmatized to be gentle, to be the mother, and to stay at home. And I think we already passed through that. And we're working so hard, not only to be a mother for our children, but to be the woman, empowered woman that we deserve to be. We want to be in higher places, such as CEOs, such as presidents, such as any high position that we again deserve. And we are sacrificing so much in order to get what we again deserve.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I think that, sometimes I just look at it and I'm like, I wonder how like they do it all. And I think that, I'm a man, of course, but I think that all men should be like feminists because if you
Everyone should
love
be feminist.
everyone, I just think of my mom, my cousins, my grandmother,
Mhm.
and the strong women around me, and I'm like, how come people don't want them to have like the same rights and equality and access to the same, like, it doesn't make sense. If you have a mother, which is everyone, you should like be a feminist. It's like a basic thing. Um,
Definitely, that you couldn't have better said it better. If you have a mother, which is everyone, you should be a feminist because you should see the reflection of your mom in every woman.
exactly. We have a fun question here from my friend ES as well. And they're asking
Mhm.
Paula. So, Paula is translated as humble in Latin. The question is, how humble are you to the world? Hmm.
Well, I did not know that. That's a very fun fact. I will write
Yeah.
that down. Um, I am, to be honest, I try to be as humble as much as I can. I am a nurse, and I always try to be grounded, to take care of the people that I love and care. And I always showcase it to everyone that I meet. And I think I am really showing it to the world this year, and hopefully internationally, I can do that too.
Of course. Um, I saw a very good question here. I don't want to lose it. Wait.
Mhm.
Ah, when you need the questions, they go away.
Yeah, yeah, it happens too.
Okay, so okay, I cannot find the question, but anyways, my friend Diana was asking, what is your favorite Filipino food? This is important for the culture.
That's very hard one. I do love my mom's lumpia. I actually
Uh-huh.
help her prepare it, and I also lumpia Shanghai, and I also love my dad's adobo. Oh, it's so good. And I also know how to make it too.
Mm,
Obviously the food I love, I always try to recreate it, but it's not as good when they make it, diba?
absolutely. I've tried both of them. So good.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favorite dish, Filipino dish is lechon. Oh my God.
Oh, Of course, cardiac
So
arrest,
good.
but yes, take me, God.
Just take me, Jesus. I'm ready. Mm, okay. And let's end this interactions with the audience with this very last question. This is coming from our friend uh, Gary Gravador, and
Mhm.
he's asking if in case you get the Reina Hispanoamericana Filipinas title, how will you showcase the Philippines when you go to Bolivia?
Actually, thank you so much for asking that. I've always done that in Spain, actually, since a very young age. I've been participating in events in Barcelona, in Madrid, to showcase the Filipino artistry. I have been wearing Filipinianas. I have been dancing in events. I have been even sung in some activities to showcase what Filipino are, what Filipino is truly is. And I'm sure in Bolivia I'll be able to do that in bring all the Filipinos in with me in Bolivia. Maybe with our nat for sure our natcos.
Mhm.
With our talent, I might learn Singkil only for the sake of the to represent the Philippines properly. And even the Q&A, I can bring some Filipino words there because actually they're, as you know, they're very similar to Spanish, di ba? So
Yes.
I can always try to mix that up.
Of course, of course. I'm excited for you no matter what. Whatever
Thank
title
you.
you get, you can do it all. But of course, ending the interview,
Yes.
I feel like this question is so so important. So I'm gonna ask you based on the predilect title that you gave me. But I think that once again this applies to any title within the competition.
Mhm.
So um, Paula Cariño, why should you
Dime.
be the next Miss World Philippines?
I believe that I am your next Miss World Philippines because I am an exceptionally empowered Filipina. I was raised in Barcelona, but that didn't mean that I was less of a Filipina. I've been always making sure to showcase it in every event that I have. And together with my love and care of being a nurse, I want to raise awareness on very important matters such as mental health, which is very rampant right now, and to really showcase those things that I love in the whole world.
Absolutely. She dropped the mic, everyone. Please give it up for Paula.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Of course. You know, coming into this interview, of course, I had already watched some of your footage during Miss Universe Philippines 2020. I've been doing like some research about you, myself and Salvatore as well, of course.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm leaving this interview so happy because I feel like I was able to connect with you on a personal level. You're a beautiful person. Like, of course, we need you're a beautiful woman, but you are beautiful inside out. And I'm rooting for you all the way.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you so, so much. I actually would like to know more about you because this is really my very first time to really get to know you.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you two questions. Can I ask you
Go
two
for it.
questions?
Yes, of course.
So, Salvatore told me that you live in Canada. Where in Canada do you live?
I live in Montreal.
Oh, it's the French part. J'ai
Yes.
beaucoup French français. Oh no, I don't speak French though.
Oui, 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 je parle français. Ici, on n'a pas le choix. Tout le temps, il faut parler français au Canada, au Québec.
What? Oh my God, I'm gonna tell Gwen to interview with you too, so you speak French to her too. Oh my God, that's
Yes.
so cool. And the second question is, okay, so you're Cubano. Why
Cubano.
Canada?
Well, good question. My dad was actually living already in Canada by that time. So I
Uh-huh.
moved here when I was 14 years old. And I came
Mm,
mainly for education, looking for like new opportunities. And this was like the
mhm.
obvious country because my dad was here. But honestly, I
Mm.
have a little bit of a global mindset. So I don't know if I'll be in Canada for my entire life. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if you see me in the Philippines next year, yeah,
Oh my
right.
God, we should party. We should hang out together. Yes, please.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so cool. Good
Yes.
for you.
This has been so much fun, Paula. I'm so, so happy
Same.
we got to have you here, to get to know you, to surprise you a little bit with some of the videos. And it's just
You
been so
did,
much fun.
definitely. Same, Luis, really. It was a pleasure to be here.
Of course. Please let us know before you go. How can we support you on your journey? The best ways to, help you if there's any voting involved or your social media handles so that we can find you as well, please.
So you can support me mainly by following me. Mostly in my Instagram, I'm very much active there. But I do also have a Facebook page. It's also Paula Madarieta Ortega, or my Instagram is I am Paula Ortega. And also, there is no voting system yet, but there's the multimedia challenge. And we do that by, again, interacting a lot in social media by liking our picture, commenting, sharing, and also through our Kumu platform. Actually, I was live kanina. If you can download your Kumu and interact with me during my live videos, which I'm going to share in Instagram before that, make sure to join me in our lives, and hopefully I can get that multimedia challenge. Thank you.
Yes, perfect. Absolutely. It's been such a pleasure. I love you, support you, te amo, te quiero, te
Y a
adoramos.
ti, mucho Luis, gracias.
And we're wishing you just all the best. And you know, anything that you need, I'm just a little message away. Uh,
Thank you.
and before we go, of course, to our viewers, thank you for staying with us until the end and supporting. I want to say a very special thanks as well to Salvatore, because without you, this interview wouldn't be possible. Like you helped me so much,
Definitely.
and we
Thank you,
really appreciate
Salvatore. And sorry about replying so late. The hectic schedule,
Girl.
like you cannot even imagine. So I'm so thankful I got to see the message. Like, wait, I did not see this message.
Of
So
course, of course.
thank
We know
God.
how hectic your schedule is. So already the fact that you're already here with us, it's already, more than we can ask. So
Oh, thank you.
thank you everyone. Then of course I will see you
Thank
soon with
you.
more interviews and more content. Take care and stay safe. Bye everyone.
You too.